Let's read the question. Fixed cost 4 Rand, variable cost 1. Demand function P. Now we're looking at price as the function, and then obviously Q as the quantity. That's what they've told you there, and it's in units of 1,000. Okay, that's also important because sometimes your answer might come out as a single digit, and then you just need to remember it's in thousands. Okay, so the answer might be 4,000 or 5,000 or whatever they've given you. Okay, here I can see you've got a few different variations of it. Okay, all right, what values of Q does the firm need to break even? Okay, again, this is more economics or accounting. All right, break-even point, BEP, okay, is where your total revenue equals your total cost. In other words, you don't make any profit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so if your total revenue equals your total cost, you're not going to make any profit. That's the break-even point. Right, in this question, they gave you the price, they gave you the quantity. So to work out the revenue, total revenue, price times quantity. Total cost equals all the costs, fixed and variable, etc. Okay, so let's make them equal because I'm working at a point of equilibrium. So TC or TR would equal TC. Total cost is equal to total revenue. All right, in the question, they gave you fixed costs of 4 Rand. Okay, so fixed costs of 4 Rand, variable costs per unit of 1 Rand. All right, and the demand function is given like that. Okay, so fixed cost 4. Yep. So we're going to have 4 plus variable cost 1 times the demand function. Okay, where Q is the number of units produced in thousands. Okay, so Q is the number of units produced in thousands, so that'll be 1Q. Okay, so that would be the total costs. Your fixed cost plus your variable cost. Variable cost per unit is 1 Rand. Okay, the quantity is the number of units produced, which is Q. Right, total revenue would be price, so P, price times quantity. P times Q. So price here times quantity. Okay, we're going to have to substitute the P in because they've given you the P. You can see it there.
Yep.
So next line. Price is 10 minus 2Q. Is that it? What is that line there? Oh, it's just the cursor. It just says 2Q, eh? Yeah, there's a little line there. Is that line showing anything? No, it's just a comma. Okay, it doesn't look like a number.
Okay.
All right, so this was 2Q, yes. Okay, close brackets. Close brackets. All right, multiply out. 10Q minus 2Q squared equals 4 plus Q. Is the arithmetic okay? Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to make this equal 0 because you've got Q squared and Q, so you'll have a trinomial. All right, so I'm going to take everything to the right. I'm going to have 0 equals 2Q squared. Okay, let's see. Plus Q minus 10Q is minus 9Q.
9Q, yeah.
Plus 4. Okay, that's what you've got there. All right, next step is to solve. All right, so we need 2 brackets. Okay, let's see. 2Q and Q. And then we need a 4 and a 1. So 2 times 4 is 8 minus 1. And we need a minus and a plus. It'll be a 4 here and a 1 there. All right, and then you want minus 9. So negative and negative. All right, this is just factorizing a trinomial. All right, so 2Q times Q is 2Q squared. I've got that. 2Q times minus 4 is minus 8Q. Minus 1Q is minus 9Q. I've got that. Negative 1 times negative 4 is plus 4. So that's correct. Okay, there's your trinomial factorized. Okay, so now you've got 2 options. Okay, your answer is going to either be this, okay, or this. Right, those are your 2 options. Okay, so let's work this one out. Take the 1 across. So 1 equals 2q. Okay, q is going to be 1 divided by 2. So 0.5 equals q. Okay, on this side you have 4. So 4 goes across, so it'll be 4 equals q.
Yep.
All right, so q can either equal 0.5 or q can equal 4. All right, then we've got to plug that back into the formula. All right, so p equals 10 minus 2q. Okay, so p equals 10 minus 2 open brackets 0.5 close brackets. P equals, let's work it out.
It's 9.
9. Okay, on this side,
Yep.
same thing. Copy paste. Okay, the q here is 4. All right, so the p is going to be 2. Okay, so you've got two options. P equals 9. Q equals 0.5. Okay, on this side, you've got P equals 2 and Q equals 4. Right, those are your possible answers. Right, so the question asked, for what values of Q does the firm break even? For what values of Q? So we're looking at values of Q. So in other words, that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Read the question again. They said Q is the number of units produced in thousands. So 0.5 times 1,000 equals 50.
500.
Q.
Oh, don't you have 100 in there?
Yes, sorry. Correct.
Oh,
Thanks for
yeah. So, yeah, 500.
identifying that. Yeah, that was a typo. Good. Yeah, 500. Good. Okay, then the same thing on this side. Okay, 4 times 1,000 is 4,000.
It's 4,000.
All right, so the option is 3. 500 or 4,000 is the values of Q. That's the value. For what values of Q? You've also got 0.5 or 4, hey? Do you see that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's read the question carefully. If the fixed cost of 4, okay, P is the price per item and Q is the number of units produced in thousands. They say for what values of Q? So values of Q. If it's values of Q, then I think 0.5 and 4 would be fine because those are the values of Q. They just happen to be in thousands. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, the wording here is a little bit vague. I'm going to look at their notes here. Question 2, did they say anything here? No, they didn't. There's no clue here about the answer. If the answer must be the numbers or the actual amounts. Okay, so which option are you going to choose? It's your assignment, so are you going to go with 1 or are you going to go with 3?
Probably 1. I
Yes.
think, yeah.
I would also agree with you to go with 1 rather because they're asking about values of Q. So the value of Q is 0.5. The value of Q is 4. But Q just happens to be in thousands. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go with 1. I would have felt more comfortable if 3 wasn't there. But yeah, let's go with 1. Okay, because they didn't talk about the units. Okay, because that would have been 4,000 units. 5,000 units. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, here they're talking about the value. So I do think it's that. Okay, option 1. Let's go option 1.
Okay.